I'm Mary Sharples and I'm the Ecumenical Rep.
My name's Nathan Songa, I'm an Ecumenical Rep. The role of an Ecumenical Rep, I would say, is to go around to different denominations, and it's just a chance for me to go and meet other young people and see how they might worship, how they run their youth weekends.
We strengthen the relationships between the different denominations of the church. So we will go to the different youth events and see how they do things and see what they do better than we do at 3Generate, to see what we can do better or see what they don't do as well, so we know what we're doing right.
Literally, it's just going away for weekends and having fun basically with other people.
I took notes and I fed back to the team and the reps, and hopefully I'll be going to a lot more different events of different churches to see what they do as well.
Building bridges is having a mutual respect. And I was really surprised when I found out how people do the same thing that I do, but differently. And it's interesting coming back and telling everyone.
I think it's important not only to see what we can improve on and see how they do things, but also I think we're important because we find common ground between different churches so everyone can relate from different walks of life. And I think that's really important.
Things I found difficult. Maybe I'm not the most organised person, so it's kind of organising your time, you know, when you're going to go to these events, finding these events yourself. Yeah, it's not a particularly hard job, it's just, you know, you have to have that interest in finding out why people do this their way.
I think, especially when I went to the Quaker event, I found it challenging because it was just me for a lot of the event, me representing the whole of the Methodist Church. I thought it was really difficult to try and represent what everyone in the Methodist Church stood for. Just because we're all Methodist doesn't mean we believe in the same thing. And it was really hard to sort of get across it. I am not the stereotype of every Methodist, so it's hard to represent everyone equally when it's just you.
It's really enjoyable. I really enjoy doing it. I've met a lot of young, interesting people who are really committed to their faith. And it's funny seeing such commitment in their lives that it makes me think about mine own a bit more. My
favourite thing about the role is just meeting new people, however cliche that might sound, from all different walks of life, and everyone has been so welcoming and so friendly and interesting, and they've all sort of opened my eyes in a different way to what they believe.
This role was important to me because it allows me to question the way that we do things in the Methodist Church and how we perceive things. I
just see it as building relationships and building bridges, and I think it's important to sort of link all the churches together and just to strengthen that and sort of remind people that we are one church, just like regardless of the name we give ourselves. The rep weekends are really, really useful and really interesting because they do sort of equip you for what your role encompasses. We also learn more about everyone else, so each of the reps and who we're working with.
Being the Ecumenical Rep hasn't challenged my faith at all, really. If anything, it's enhanced the way I think about it and the way that I want to carry out my faith.
I think to be a good Ecumenical Rep, you should have good communication, the ability to hear out everyone's opinions and accept them, even if they might clash with yours. The ability to go to new places and meet new people without freezing and getting awkward.
If someone's interested in meeting a lot of new people, you know, if you're a chatty person, it's great because obviously everyone's friendly, you know, and you just ask as many questions as you can, you know, never stop asking, always take time to listen. Yeah, just someone who likes to talk to people, you know, and talk about their faith and how they do things.
Think about it seriously. Try and talk to people who know you well, so we'll know if you will be a good rep. Try and contact previous reps or current reps or anyone who works with the reps, so they know if you'd be good and they know how it works. But don't take it lightly. If you're thinking of applying, don't take it as like a small commitment. Like, it is a big commitment, but it's worth it.
I would definitely suggest applying for this role because it's a great role for someone who might want to take their interest further.
I would definitely recommend the role to other people. I think it's interesting, I think it's eye-opening, and I think there's so many new experiences that you can have by applying and getting this role.